You're there. You're live.
Hi, everybody. Welcome, and thank you to my darling wife who's just set me up once more. I think I need to learn how to do this all on my own pretty soon. So today we are going to have a great special guest who was the winner of Young Chef, Young Waiter, who was the waiter winner. You met Rich, who won the chefs last week, and today we have Alessandro, who won the waiters. And I can't wait to speak to him because he will tell us a little bit about how that went, how the year has been, where he is today, what he's doing. And so as soon as he comes on, I'm a bit early, I believe. As soon as he comes on, we'll do whatever I'm supposed to do here. And we will, hi Sam, and we will have a lovely conversation about that. So it's very interesting in our sector, in our industry right now, in the hospitality industry. We're obviously all, still in lockdown. We are assuming that things are going to happen from July the 1st-ish onwards. I have a chihuahua on my desk actually right now who's just going to say hello to everybody, hi, and he's going to probably run off. So hopefully there won't be, if ever you follow any of mine or Donna's Instagrams, you'll know that our lives are ruled by what we call the Mexican Army. The Mexican Army are 3 little chihuahuas that come around and seem to bark every time I am, hi Louis, good to see you mate, great Frasier on Frey, we love it. And so, here he is. Now, here's Alessandro. Go live with him. Actually done this correctly? I hope so. Who knows? Who knows what's happening? I think he's coming. There he is.
Hi, Robert.
Bro, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good. I'm really, really well. Good to see you.
Amazing. Yeah.
Where are you at the moment?
Oh, I'm in my garden here in London. So.
Okay.
Garden, I'm proudly work on it for part of my lockdown. I discovered to have a nice green thumb, so I had time to work a lot on my garden.
Good. So you saw, I think you were watching the other day when we had Rich on the line on the Insta Live. These are very popular. I'm really enjoying these video calls and these video lives now, and we're getting a lot of people following, which is lovely. We're going to actually do quite a number of these as we go forward now, and you're first in line of what we call Restaurant Live. So we're going to do 1 or 2 a week with different chefs and different waiters and different sort of icons of the industry. So I think this is the sort of, this whole crazy period of time that we're in has, I think the hospitality sector is a very innovative sector, and I think that we're coming up with new ideas and new ways of communicating our industry and our talent through different mediums. Obviously this is one of them, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this. So, but the most important thing here we'll talk to is about Young Chef, Young Waiter, which we launched on Friday. Yeah. The application forms are on the website, I believe. We're just finishing off the final bits and pieces. Young Chefs and Waiters, 26 and under. So now tell us a little bit about your experience of last year.
Yeah.
And how it all... I'm trying to pronounce, because I know that even Simon King had trouble pronouncing. Is it Calzavacca?
Calzavacca, almost, but that was almost perfect. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So tell us a bit about the experience.
Where to start? So, okay. First of all, I was completely new about the competition world when I applied for a young chef, young waiter. I heard about from one of my manager when I was working at the Connaught. That actually I take the opportunity to say hi to Dovile.
Just say, Dana, you're the best waiter. I'm proud of you. So I'm getting great messages here. So that's good.
And yes, she was telling me about this competition, and since I arrived here in London, I was hearing about all these different competition for the hospitality. It was completely new for me. I was amazed from everything is going on in London for our industry. So a little bit scared, but I decided to apply, and was actually almost at the end of the
And
application.
one of the judges had just joined, Antonio Salvatore, who's in Monaco.
I chef. And yes, I was kind of really interested. So was almost at the end of the application time, and so I tried. The application was a part of a video and three little essay about ourselves. The video was about two biggest challenge in our career, and one of the essay was about what for us the hospitality industry, and one was a memorable meal. And yes, so I start with the video that actually is a little bit tougher than I thought. And yes, in the end, I applied, and I got in. And in October, when we start, was a 3 days all in, full immersion in the competition. It actually was amazing, because it was really 3 days where we had the whole competition, and we were literally full immersion in our job, and that was probably the best part of it. So yes, we arrived at the hotel, and I remember everybody was kind of thrilled about the situation, and
Everyone would have been a little bit nervous, you know.
yeah,
It was a brand new style last year. It was completely restyled, completely redesigned, and the thought of just bringing you all in on a Sunday, just to enlighten that. So 32, 16 chefs, 16 waiters arrived in London on a sort of chilly late October evening at the Hard Rock Hotel. They'd never met each other. They may have just few may have known each other, but never met each other. And suddenly you're all together as a group immediately.
yeah, and that also was amazing, because yeah, we were all against each other, but at the same time we create this group and some friendship. I had the opportunity to see some old colleagues, and yeah, it was amazing even that, because again, we had time to create this relationship within the group, even if we still competing, and we had time to know each other and to learn from each other. And yes, the first day was amazing, was simulation, and was all about to prove our skills in different situations. And the second day was the best. Absolutely, it was amazing, because we literally were doing our job with real guests, real situation, and yeah, it was literally, it was not just competing, but was doing our job. And that's, I think, is the best way to compete. We're
Right.
just really doing what we are doing every day, and was completely different from everything else I was hearing about in different competition, and I was really proud, because it was different from everything else I was imagining. It was even better.
Rich Henderson has just said the Hard Rock Hotel was amazing. Well, Rich is the winner of the Young Chef who we had on there as well. So, hi, Rich, well done.
Yeah.
And the whole concept of the competition, I've been involved in it. I've been involved in Young Chef, Young Waiter since 1992, believe it or not. But the concept and the ethos of the competition was really about how you find the best young chef, the best young waiter. But it was also about how you deliver a competition that is now modern, very modern of today, and also, but without losing, as I said, the ethos, which is to partner a young chef and a young waiter together at the end, and they'd only met together 2 days beforehand. Suddenly they've got to work as a team at the highest level. You know, a great chef and a great waiter. And that is what hospitality is all about.
Yes.
And you guys in service, in the part of the team, there's a wonderful line that my dear friend Thomas Keller will say. We talk about front of house and back of house, and he said, so if I'm a goalkeeper, am I at the back of the team? He said, and if I'm a striker, am I the front of the? He said, no, there's no such thing as front of house and back of house. We're a team. Whether you're the doorman at the front, opening the door and greeting the guests, or the pot washer at the back, we're all a team. I love that. I mean, we haven't quite got that into our saying yet. That's what, you know, how we talk, because we talk about front of house and back of house. But I do think that that is exactly what it is. And when you take that as the example, then you think, well, without you at the front, yeah, and without the guys in the kitchen, how is it going to come together? So you now, as in the service element, have become so important, you know. And again, I will quote chefs saying that you can't cover up a great meal with bad service, but yeah, you can sort of get around a mediocre meal with brilliant service. So, you know, if you've got bad service, you're going to ruin the experience. If you've got great service, you can sort of cover up some of the other stuff. You're going to have a great time. So yeah, the service element has become vital. It always was vital 41 years ago, but right now it's the key, because I was just saying to Rich as well, you sort of expect now to go into a restaurant and have a good meal. You really don't think you know, London as the food capital and hospitality capital of the world, you don't think you're going to go into a restaurant, whatever level, and have a bad meal. But you can go in and have bad service. And so the key to any establishment, if I'm a chef, my team out there serving the customers have to be just brilliant, have to smile, have to engage, have to build those relationships. And that is really what young chef, young waiter is all about. It's about your personality shining through.
Absolutely, yes. And I can tell you it was the clue topic of the second day. It was exactly that, and then was the best feeling, because we actually found each other, chef and waiter, the night before the final, to come out with a menu and a wine pairing, everything, almost in a night, and morning after. And that was the beautiful of the competition, because we had really to put our skills at the last minute and come out with the best of us. And that was amazing. I remember literally, it was probably 2 a.m. in the morning when me and the chef Tasha was the chef competitors in my team, and we had to come out with a nice menu, and I had to study the wine. I mean, that is a real hospitality, because it can happen sometimes for an event that you need to come out with a menu the night before, and that's the real hospitality. Sometimes you really need to run with the time, and to prove your skills, you need to be running at the same speed. And yeah, that was the best part of it. I really felt like I was doing what I was doing every day, and that was amazing. I really love it. Definitely.
So those people out there that don't, we'll come about. We're in a minute. We're just going to come to your year, you know, or since October. It's not a year yet, but for those of you out there that don't know about this competition and how it all works. Hi, Nestle. Good to see you here. Nestle Toque d'Or. Well, there you go. Now, I was judging Nestle Toque d'Or for many years ago. Another competition, I'm sure you know. So for those of you out there that don't know how the Young Chef, Young Waiter works, basically what we did, we redesigned it, we made it, and to bring you up to speed as well, we decided that, you know, the competition is open to 26-year-olds and under. Young professionals in the industry from all walks of the hospitality sector. So if you're in a pub up in the north of Scotland or Yorkshire or wherever it may be, or a great restaurant in Yorkshire or Scotland, wherever it may be, to a pub or a great restaurant in the south of England, wherever it is, or contract catering, or whatever form of coffee bar, whatever it may be, if you're a young professional, 26 and under, you can apply. And you can apply online on youngchefyoungwaiter.com, I think we are, and co.uk. I think we've got both. And the beauty of the competition last year is we made it all online. We made it a young competition. So we made it online, and not only is it online for all the application forms, it's online through all the judging process until the very end, which means it is absolutely perfect for right now. We're all locked in. We all can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere. You're not going anywhere. And so at the moment, this is perfect for you. And I think the key to me right now is to make sure our young talent is engaged, is inspired, is creative, is positive thinking about where we are, what we're doing, because it's a tough time, you know, everybody. Our sector has been hit more than most. But we don't want anyone to leave. We don't want anyone to go. We want everyone to stay and to be part of this as we go forward. So this competition can give you something to get your teeth into. There's a number of processes we go through. And then we get to the final. So right now, this competition is the perfect competition at the perfect time, because it gets you can all enter. Then we get to the final, where Alessandro was talking about. And what happens is we sort of then twisted around and we thought, right, we'll have 32. It's going to be done really quickly. We're going to put them through like real hard days work.
Yeah, really tough. I remember when I finished the final, I felt like I was exhausted.
Yeah.
It was really intense.
And then we would do a bit of an X Factor type affair where, you know, the 16 go through and however, I can't remember the exact numbers as we were going through now, but ultimately you end up with 6 and 6. But in 2 days, you go right down to 6 and 6, and those 6 get paired together. And then the other people, the other waiters and chefs that didn't make it through to the actual final round had a brilliant time. We took them up the Thames. They had a great sightseeing tour because they came from all over the country. They had a wonderful lunch at the Savoy. And then, of course, we had the amazing crazy party at Quaglino's, which was fantastic. And it was fantastic. I mean, it was a real party. But again, it was exactly what I wanted it to be. It was a bit wild. It was young. It was dynamic. It wasn't dressy. It wasn't black tie. It was everything opposite to anyone else, any other competition. And I wanted it to be relaxed, casual if you wanted to be casual, plenty of booze, but let's have a really good party. And at the same time, we will announce these amazing winners. And so, you know, and I think now once you get through to the final bit, you know, the final bit where you guys doing your meals for 24 VIPs and well-known people in the industry. So I can't remember who you were serving away, but tell us a bit about that final day. You had to prepare your menu, your wines.
Yes, so I had 4 guests at my table, and if I'm not wrong, was part of the D&D management for lovely guest, and it was a tricky table, but was really interesting guest. And
then you would have had David. You were doing the D&D table, were you?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And yeah, as I was saying, we had to come out with a menu, and we had a few wines to pick for our menu. And everything started in the morning, where we had to set up our table, our station, as a really normal day in a normal restaurant. So we had to clean up everything and do our best setup for the table. So everything up to us. And that was amazing because we could really show our skills. We had some other tasks during the day, a little bit of bar. We had to take an order, but that was the main, obviously, focus of the final. We start with the service. We had 4 courses with 4 different wines. We had to explain every course and obviously explain the pairing. And as a completely normal service, the guests sat down, follow all the service, and stood up and finished the task. And that's, again, I already said, but that was the amazing of the competition, because I felt really like I was in my restaurant and I was doing my job, and I was having fun. It was my job, and it was nothing different from it. And that's, I think, and that's the really is the amazing thing of this competition. I really felt like having fun, having that connection with the chef was impaired with me. And really, there was this connection to go in the kitchen, say that everything was good, make her feel like was on the floor, and at the end of the service all the chef came out, and they've been at the table so they can see the guest, and yeah, I felt
It was very good, yeah.
on the competition and be on the top of it, and it's amazing.
It was very good. It was great to see it all. Well, the other thing as well that we did is we made sure that all the chefs and all the waiters wore exactly the same. So we had our sponsors, we had our supporters, we had our brands. So every chef and waiter wore exactly the same. So nobody had any idea where they were from on the day. So nobody could, compare one to another.
Yeah.
So basically the key there, and by the way, the judges didn't know either before. So, none of the judges knew where any of the waiters that applied or the chefs applied, where they were from, because we called it blind judging, where they had to judge on ability and personality. And that's really important to me, because in the past, we've got to know who the chefs are, where they're from, and the waiters. And in the old days, you used to wear your actual uniform. So if you from the Ritz, then you'd come in dressed from the Ritz, and if you came from the Fat Duck, or if you came from, wherever you came, Glen Eagles or somewhere, you'd wear exactly what you wore, more so for the waiters and the chefs, of course. And I always felt that, we invite people to judge. So the judges are not all food experts. They might be sponsors and everything else. So it was really important for me that they just judged on the people, on the relationship that they build, on the character of the waiter, on the character of the server. And just so you really feel and you get something where you've got six guys and girls, all on a level playing field, and that way the talent shines through.
Also having the guest, there is a real guest, and not the judge sitting at the table.
Yeah.
Feel a little bit more comfortable. I can tell you the first day I was really, really nervous, because I had the judge in front of me judging what I was doing, while the final, the judge, was around. I felt obviously nervous and in a competition, but at the same time, my focus was the guest, and my focus was doing good for the guest, not for the judge. Obviously, the judge was behind me looking at everything I was doing, but at the same time, I felt a little bit more comfortable, because it was more...
Because you're sort of into normal environment. So you won. We had a great party, amazing. Anyone goes on Young Chef, Young Waiter website, you'll see a hell of a party, a hell of a prize, and amazing prizes. And I know some of them we haven't been able to do yet, because obviously we have to travel. So these are all in place once we are allowed to go. You came to the gala dinner, where we also brought Alessandro and we brought Rich up on stage. And we announced, by the way, at that event, that the finals of this year were going to be at Expo in Dubai, because the Department of International Trade had wanted the competition to showcase British hospitality on the UK stand. Now, of course, that's not happening until next year. But everything is going to go forward, and everything will be as normal one day, I'm sure. But that just goes to show the power of the power, if that's right. The influence is probably not the power. The influence that we have in this sector. The third biggest employer, billions towards the government, massive pull from all over the world coming to London and the UK for its hospitality, food and experiences that you get now in incredible restaurants. So you won. Tell me what happened afterwards. What happened? What is it? I mean, I know it's a bit weird now because you're sitting at home like the rest of us, but what happened afterwards?
Afterwards, first of all, I would like to thank everybody was there, and had an amazing month afterwards. And but in the very night of the party, in the end, I've been introduced from Jennifer, that was one of the judge, now my boss actually. It's again an opportunity to say hi to Jennifer. to Richard, this food and beverage at the manager at the Dorchester, and from there I literally found my new family. So I had this new opportunity at the Dorchester as a head waiter, and I'm also doing a university at the moment. So they're helping me and helping at the moment a lot to bring to them my studies. And
you're at the Dorchester.
And I'm at the Dorchester, yeah, definitely, yes. So again, literally in the same night, I found my new family and this big new opportunity in this amazing company, and it literally opened a lot of doors, and that's, I think, one of the other aspects of this competition, because yeah, first of all, is a lot of fun, amazing, challenging. You met a lot of people, and again, it gives you a lot of opportunity for the future. And I'm really happy that the decision I made, and it's completely towards the future, and new plans, and literally looking forward for everything is going to happen, even if at the moment is stopped, is imposed. But we're just waiting the hand of it.
Well, I think, you know, the accolade of being the winner of 2019 is a tremendous achievement.
Yeah.
Also, as you go forward, Johanna, I think, was there. You had Simon Gerling is part of the weighted team, but he couldn't come to the actual finals. Simon King, of course. These are all winners, and you don't even have to win it to excel. Simon Gerling, who he'll love me if he's listening or he sees this, he actually came third. But Simon Gerling is in whatever level in the Ritz, he's basically in charge, as far as I'm aware, Simon, you're in charge of all the food and beverage operation. So there's the hotel manager, there's the restaurant manager, which is you looking after that. And there's obviously my dear friend John Williams, the chef. So those three departments come together. And Simon King, of course, went on to be Fat Duck with Heston, Gordon Ramsay Group, then went to New York with Danny Martin. I mean, amazing opportunities. So I hope, and I'm sure, those opportunities will come your way as well. I'm sure they will.
Yeah, definitely. I think this competition, it creates an environment, an opportunity. It's just amazing to be part of it, and really, even after, even this live, I mean, just be and still part of this family, I think is something really different, and everything was around. It was really full immersion hospitality in an industry that is giving a lot, sometimes even tough industry, but it's really an amazing feelings, amazing. Everything, every aspect of this competition was amazing. Everything from the beginning till the end and till now.
Well, that's wonderful, and you're absolutely right, because this is that there's the family. That's a good way of putting it. There's a family of young chef, young waiter prior to this new design and this new style, and now there's our new family. And the family, the old family of the Marcus Warings that won, and the Mark Sargents and the Nathan Outlaws. I mean, these are big names in the chefing world that have won Young Chef, Young Waiter. So now we have the new family, and the new family are you and Rich. And as we go forward and forward and forward, and you know, I was so pleased. I mean, I think you could see that, to actually have the competition running again. We had a period of time where it got slightly mothballed through whatever circumstances, but anyway, we're up, we're rolling, and it's going to be enormous now as we go forward, because the engagement and the way we've designed it is so on point with people like you. Alessandro, we're opening a restaurant together one day, mate.
Yeah, can't wait.
So the family is there, and who knows? You probably...
Yeah, he's definitely family. Yeah, definitely. Can't wait.
So it's wonderful to see you. It's good to speak with you. Do you know when you're going back? Does anyone know what? Do you know what? Have you had any emails or anything through from the Dorchester to say when you're likely to be going back?
We are not completely sure. Yeah, there are some dates they're probably gonna be part of the hotel back, but we are not really sure. I hope as soon as possible. Unfortunately, from what I know, everything is coming from the government, so to be sure which dates we need to wait. But we are moving. We never stopped. We are still in progress. Apart from the fact the hotel is keeping us update day by day, and we have new projects. I mean, I really think that is the hospitality industry. We are made to this kind of challenging times, and I'm sure we're gonna came out. The whole industry is gonna came out in the best way. Yeah, definitely. So
Well,
we're not sure when, but we're gonna came out stronger than ever.
I use in each one of these things, I use this lovely term: improvise, adapt, and overcome. It's a good old sort of wartime saying of army, I suppose. That, you know, you've got a problem. This is a problem. Of course, it's a big problem, but you know, we'll all come out. The hospitality sector, the hospitality industry is an amazing, versatile industry with passionate, hard-working people.
Yeah.
And this is not going to keep us down. We'll be back fighting fit, and we'll be running our restaurants as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Sandro, it's been absolutely fantastic to see you. You look great. You look well.
Thank you very much. Really, thank you very
much. And I hope maybe we'll do this again pretty soon as we go through the Young Chef Your Waiter. But
definitely, yeah.
It is launched. We're away.
I already started with all my friends, all my colleagues, and I hope you're gonna have as many applications as possible. Definitely.
Brilliant. Well, great to see you. Enjoy whatever you're doing. Stay safe, as they say. And we'll catch up very soon. Thank you so much for being on.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye everybody.